Hello, legends. We're back, and so is Group 1 racing. First Group 1 kicking off this weekend. Welcome to the show. Sam Wood, Blake Johnson, Nick Lloyd, and we kick off with a huge race this weekend. The Winx Stakes, Group 1, over 1,400 metres. Boys, Chris Waller has won the race 8 times, 7 of those in the last 10 years. Via Sistina, back to back, maybe? Fangirl, she's a previous winner. So obviously called the Winx Stakes after Winx, if you didn't put that together. But Winx won it 3 times in a row, 16, 17, 18. Mm-hmm. Prior to that, the only horse to win it 3 straight years was Kingston Town. And Blake, your dad rode it those 3 years.
Yeah, 1980, 1981 and 1982. So they were the 3 years that he won the Cox Plate as well. So
yeah.
Would that be right? Did he win it in 79?
No, 80, 81, 82.
81, yeah. 82.
Yeah.
So he won it as a 3-year-old?
The Cox Plate.
Winx Stakes.
The Winx Stakes, possibly. Did he?
Must have.
The
Warwick Stakes back then.
Used to be a Group 2 back then.
Yeah.
So when did it become a Group 1?
I'm not
After
sure
Winx?
off the top of my head. No, it's been a Group 1 since then.
Winx?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like Winx, it was a Group 1 then. It's been a Group 1 for a fair while from what I can see.
Like if you go back through the honour roll, this is a good horse's race.
It is, yeah. It's not like, I feel like a lot of the time, like early Group 1s in the season, you'll get like a nice Group 2 or a Group 3 horse pop up and win it. But this race just year on year, like Via Sistina, Fangirl, Enemo, the last 3. You've got Very Elegant in there, went on and won a Melbourne Cup that prep. You know, the grey horse, Blake, racing to win.
Yeah, go back like the 90s. Superimpose was before, like slightly before my time. I was alive, but I was 5. I was what? 5 when Superimpose won it. But by 1996, I was 10. And Falante won it twice. Sunline in 99. Lonro in 2001. Defier 2002. Lonro 2003. Private Steer racing to win. He was my favourite horse racing to win.
He was one that I was always a big fan of.
Boss.
I would have been like, racing to win to me would have been Superimposed to you. Probably would have been 5-year-old.
Racing to Win was your favourite horse. What, when you were 10?
No, Racing to Win was my favourite horse. I would have been 22.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I always thought.
Well, I reckon Weekend Hustler beat Racing to Win in a George Rider.
Who?
Weekend Hustler beat Racing to Win in a George Rider.
Yeah, that'd be right.
They raced for Blake's heart.
Yes.
Because ever since then.
Weekend
I've
Hustler
always
knocked
ever
him
had-
off and he's gone, stuff the grey horse.
Always had Weekend
The grey
Hustler
horse
as
would have
your-
been like
Getting towards the end of his
towards the
time.
end.
Yeah.
And the other horse was on the way up. But I remember the 3-year-old season of Racing to Win, probably before your time. Like this is when the Golden Rose first came into action, I think.
Yeah.
And there was another horse that raced in the Ingham colours, the Ingham Cerise, Paratroopers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if but they had a few good clashes.
Yeah.
And I think this race was called the Bob Ingham
Possibly.
for a little bit.
Could have been. Yeah.
Now it's the Winx Stakes.
Now it's the Winx. Yeah.
And it's a good lineup this weekend too.
Great race.
It is.
Great race.
I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
Well, we've seen the return of the latest great horse, Via Sistina. Blake, are you with Via or Fangirl's been one of yours in the past?
Oh, to tell you the truth, I think this race is very difficult.
It's tough, isn't it?
It's very difficult.
You found Via Sistina this race last year. I think she was $14 or something.
Yeah,
$11.
$14. But I think that was sort of second preparation with Chris Waller, and he would have had her really wound up to see where he's at with her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he knows that he's got the best horse in the country, and he doesn't need to win with her first up, as he didn't with her first up last preparation. I think this is well, obviously it's not grand final day, but I think there might be another one in the race that he wants to see where he's at with. So, yeah, I think Aeliana's the one.
Interesting. I didn't expect you to go there, but she was big winner in that derby in the autumn.
Where did you expect me to go?
I honestly didn't know.
Where to go, to tell you the truth. Like,
I thought Gringotts. I thought you'd be
I don't
talking to us
think
about
he's-
Gringotts.
I just don't think that he's. I think that he might be able to. This might be his race.
Yeah.
Obviously, like because he's going to be really wound up. He's going to go forward. There's not much speed in the race. And he did beat Fangirl last preparation, second up. But that was the day that Fangirl was huge.
Yeah.
Like she was 3 deep without cover. There was no speed in the race. That was an on fence day.
Yeah.
And she was clearly the best run in the race, even though that he got the win. Yeah, I think he's well enough found at $5. Like other horses like Ceolwulf, he's not going to be ready to go first up. V is not going to be ready to go, even though she could win. She could just be a little bit too good for them. But she does see a very heavy surface, and the only time we've seen her on a heavy surface in Australia was in a Turnbull Stakes, and she got beat.
Yeah.
That
That might have been the Maccabi Diva that she was when she was really bad.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Mr.
Maccabi
Brightside,
Diva
Pride of
second up.
Jenny, and team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was rain on the day.
Yeah.
Deteriorating
Yeah.
track. And then she bounced back.
It was still wet, I think, in the Turnbull, and she got beat again.
That was,
But-
I think it was a soft 6.
Yeah.
I think that was
Yeah.
a soft 6, and she hit back.
Yeah.
She beat Buckaroo.
You're right. She did win, actually. Yeah.
But yeah, she failed
Yeah.
on that deteriorating track. So this is the first time. I'm not saying that she won't handle it, because usually the good horses do handle it.
Yeah. Her trial on a heavy track was good. I think she was narrowly beaten in a Group 1 in France on a, I think they might call it a very soft over there, like, which is probably close enough to a heavy. Like, so I think there's enough there to.
And we're not gonna. We're like, it's supposed to stop raining on Friday and then be clear on Saturday. So it's not going to be.
Yeah. Touch wood.
It's going to be a very wet track, but it's hopefully not going to be bottomless.
Hopefully not.
So she should be able to get through it. $2.40 is short enough. I think that the bookmakers will take. They'll take her on to some extent.
Yeah.
I don't think she starts that price. She has to start longer than that. Fangirl, she is a jet first up, but I don't think she's a bit of a duffer in the wet. You got Lindemann flying in the trials and sort of has only a couple of lengths off these horses.
Yeah.
But he's not at his best in the wet. He draws wide. I think probably they go forward on him.
You'd think so. Yeah.
Just because this is potentially his chance to get a Group 1. But yeah, I think Aeliana's the one. She was really good first up last preparation. That was behind Broadsiding and Swift Falcon. She took on all the boys last preparation. She bolted in that derby. And I think Waller's got eyes on the Cox Plate with her. And if he does have eyes on the Cox Plate with her, this is the race that he finds out whether she's a Cox Plate horse, Caulfield Cup horse, or where they go. But I didn't know where else to turn.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, like I couldn't tip Via Sistina, I couldn't tip Fangirl, I couldn't tip Ceolwulf. I could have potentially found Gringotts, but I think she just might be the best horse in the race.
What about the Bjorn Baker pair? You've got Robusto, War Eternal. He won this race with an outsider, Samadout, a couple of years back.
Don't remind me.
No.
Well, I think Happy Clapper ran second and Avilius ran fourth, and they were two of mine back in the day, and I was pretty keen on them.
I spoiled the party.
Summered rolling along in front, 30s. Ooh. But in saying that, like,
Very hard for him to let stuff go, isn't it?
oh yeah,
He does hold
He
on.
holds on.
that would have been
He's
like 2018, I reckon,
grudge
or
holder.
19, 2019. So I would have been working at the pub. I can still remember watching the race.
Well, he's sort of the odd one out, isn't he? Outside of
Yeah.
Slowunga.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Who went all right at that point in time.
Via Sistina, Fangirl, NMO. Well, Via Sistina, she would have won Australian Horse of the Year last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NMO would have won it in 22. Very Elegant would have won it in 2020. And then Winx 2018, 2017, 2016.
Yeah.
So, like, the Australian Horse of the Year has won it on 3, 4, 5, 6 of the last 9 occasions.
Yeah. There
So
you go.
yeah, it's a good
Good sign for.
sign for whoever wins this race that they're going to be in for a good spring.
Yeah. I'm not with the Bjorn pair, but I do give, like, if I was gonna have back a roughie.
Yeah.
Like War Eternal would probably be the one I'd have something small on. Just I really like the setup, like just 7 days, heavy track to heavy track.
Yeah.
The horse seems to be flying and he gets through the wet, which is more that can be said. He's definitely not the class of some of these. Like I think that was a benchmark 88 last Saturday that he won. So he's got to go up a notch, but yeah.
Several notches.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're good enough. I don't think
No.
either of those horses are good enough.
No.
Like I would have liked to seen something in here that is up and running and could potentially get them on the hop, but I just don't think they can win.
No, I'm with Gringotts. What the point you made about the fact that he can go forward, he'll handle the wet, and this just might be the race that is there for him, whether or not he can win something deeper into the preparation.
It's closer to grand final day for him than anything else in the race.
And what would Gringotts' grand final be?
Epsom?
Yeah, probably. He's right at the top of the market in the big dance, which he won last year, so they could look at that. But, he's a Group 1 weight for age winner in the autumn.
He can't get into a big dance now,
No, I don't. I'm not sure how that all works.
Well, he wouldn't be able to go and win a country cup to get into it.
Probably not.
So.
Unless winning it one year gets you in it the next year, I'm not sure. But like King Charles, those types of races.
I think he's plenty in the market there.
Yeah, there's plenty of options for a horse like him, I guess. Like there's 7 stakes in a few weeks. But
I also think that's important for punters to look at instead of just, especially those next to go punters that are just looking at the race. Oh, I know that horse is great. So many of them are resuming now. Like it's just like I think all but 3 are first up in this race. I mean, that could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was
3.
heavily.
You're right. It's 3.
Robusto, War Eternal, Diamond Diesel.
Diamond Diesel, yeah. Like having an idea of that horse's intent for this campaign, and I've found that just cluing into shows like this, radio, when the trainers are popping up after a show, after a race, where's it going? That's such good form to take in.
Yeah,
like
bit of intel.
Yeah, good intel to kind of file away and go, okay, we're 2 weeks out from its grand final. It's probably not peaking or depending on price or if they're backing it. I think that's important. Now, I'm going to go with Via Sistina. I won't go through everything why I'm with Via Sistina because I want to save that for the next little part. But, I think we've got a great race on our hands. And what we're going to do this year, punters, is we're going to do a Group 1 leaderboard. So a tipping comp mostly about our Group 1 tips, like a 3-2-1 point system that we'll have live in the office every time we're doing content and everything like. People will be able to see that on the whiteboard. But there'll be other little challenges thrown in along the way throughout the season. You might be able to get a little point on a Friday Arvo. It might be a little golf challenge or drinking challenge.
Yeah.
Ping pong.
Options.
So stay tuned.
Options are endless. But
I do need the punters' help because I need them to let us know. We'll figure out what the winner gets. But I feel like we'll get good input from the community on what happens to the loser. So I don't do anything crazy, but I'd be very keen to see what we come up with then.
Blake could look good with frosted tips.
It's an integral part missing there for frosted tips.
I would actually do it if I growed it out a little bit.
I feel like
I'd blonde it up.
Yeah,
all
like
up.
non-dare,
Because that's
you
cool.
would just do that. Yeah.
These days, that's cool. I think Bieber's got his hair done
I'd throw it. Just
Bieber.
Who said Gator then? We are going to pin our hopes to one horse this spring carnival. Each of us are picking one horse that we think is going to go unbeaten. We're going to roll over $100 every start this spring. This is big. I like this.
Yeah, it's almost like you get a bit of a team to support, and you ride or die with the connections. So,
is it competitive or is it a big cash pool at the end for us to go to the
I did say,
Sporting
I feel like all 3 could end up in a Cox Plate, and if they were all to end up unbeaten going into a Cox Plate, and all 3 of them were for 50,000, we might have to get on a plane and
that would be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Be the last Moonee Valley Cox Plate as well before the refurb.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If I was a betting man, I would say Nix is the first one to go pop.
Oh, I'd agree.
That's cool.
Yep, I'd probably agree. Prices.
Why
We were,
would
we were
you?
literally just talking about like all being in it, everyone in it
Yeah, I
together,
know.
and you're like, nah, Nick's will be shit.
I think mine will be $9 first.
Do you want to start?
No, you kick us off because I think we've already sort of half touched on yours.
Yes. And I'll point out the absolute obvious one in this exercise is Via Sistina. I think she'll add another 5 Group 1s this year, or this Spring Carnival. She's already got 3 this year. Taking her to
Louise.
14 Group 1s. Meaning I think that's, we figured out on the way here, it's like equal third all time.
Yeah, I
But-
think
but-
was it Kingston Town and Melody Bell that are third at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, Melody Bell. That's odd.
Yeah, I
She
think that's
doesn't
Australian and New Zealand Group 1, so you'd knock a few off for the Kiwis.
Yeah, we might have been looking at the wrong list. Well,
She was good.
Winx Stakes, Via's $2.50.
Mm-hmm.
She's $2.30 in the Maccabi Diva, $1.90 in the Turnbull, $2.30 in the Cox Plate, and $2.30 in the Champion Stakes, which, I mean, obviously, pre-nom markets, they've got to put someone at the top of it. But if you were looking 5 races ahead, you can't look at any other horse.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know if many people are with me because you put this up on the polls, didn't you? 40% of you said she wins this weekend. Like I think this weekend's probably the toughest test
Definitely.
for her.
Yeah.
Like just overcoming what we spoke about
Definitely.
earlier.
She's clearly the best. She's the best horse in Australia.
Yeah.
She won the Cox Plate by 12 lengths last year. I don't know what it was, but it was
Track
a long
record.
way.
8 lengths, track record.
Yeah.
Back to the
Can't really
Valley,
beat
the
that.
last ever Cox Plate at Moonee Valley.
Yeah.
Until
As we know it.
the old Moonee Valley,
Yeah.
which is, I think it's a shame. To
Yeah.
tell you the truth. Like I like Moonee Valley. Like
Same.
what is
I've never been there, but everyone says like it is one of the all-time great tracks to watch race.
and it's what makes Moonee Valley great
Yeah.
and the Cox Plate great. Some horses handle it, some horses don't. Like you don't want every track in Australia to be exactly the same.
Yeah, no.
You don't want every track to be Flemington, although we love Flemington and we love Randwick. But like if
I agree.
there was 3
Unique.
Randwicks in Sydney, like
Yeah.
that just makes Randwick boring, doesn't it?
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, so you can already see it happening, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
But like I said, it's a very good chance she goes unbeaten. But for the rollover, even if she does
Yeah.
get knocked off this weekend, I reckon there's 4 really good chances for us to roll
Reload.
over. And yeah, 60% of you said, 40% of you were with me that she's going to win this weekend, 60% against me, which shows that 60% of you are idiots.
That's right.
This will get clipped up. I'm sure this
I
won't
thought
come back to bite me
potentially-
on the ass.
Potentially you were going to go Autumn Glow because I think Autumn Glow is a lot more likely to go unbeaten than Via Sistina.
Well, like, will they be? We'll keep moving, but will they be as picky as they have been with Autumn Glow? She's only had 4 starts.
She's
Well, I
going to
think
get thrown
she's-
in the deep
yeah,
end
I
this
think-
preparation, but
yeah.
they've got their eyes on an Epsom with her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think yeah.
sure we've got
I think
more.
Wallace said something like that. If there's a horse that McDonald dreams about, it's Autumn Glow.
Interesting. There you go.
Dreams about Via Sistina.
Yeah.
Please.
Well,
What do you like him?
I hope Mr. Zhang and his team at Yulong have a big spring, mate. So I'm donning the emerald and white as well. And
Yeah.
I think a mare now that's won 8 races in a row and went unbeaten in the autumn can go unbeaten again in the spring. That's treasure the moment. Now she's obviously got to take the next step because she's been beating up on 3-year-old fillies, and now she's going to be in the weight for age ranks against our top horses. But she's just very good, I think, and her jump out yesterday was outstanding. Got me, put a little bit of lead in the pencil. I was like, oh, here we go. So look, she is going to be racing our top horses. It's probably going to be Memsey, Maccabi Diva, more than likely sort of Turnbull or Might and Power, one of the two, and then Cox Plate Caulfield Cup. But I tell you what, if she improves into her 4-year-old season, she'll be the one that I want to be with. I'm a big fan of her.
I can hear the lead in his pencil from here.
She's the one that'll go 0 from
pop.
5 this
The
preparation.
pop. The pencil's blunt.
I'm with Team Hawks.
Yeah.
He's the best. He was the best 2-year-old in the country. What he did in his first preparation, nepotism,
Yeah.
was
Best to say the horse.
he's a very good horse. Like, he potentially should have won a Todman on debut. Then he's come out and won a Ballet Lieu, beating Savvy Halley. Oh, how's that form now? She won a 900-metre maiden at Kembla.
Newcastle.
Was it Kembla?
Kembla?
It was
Yeah,
Newcastle. Newcastle.
Yeah.
By 10.
Yeah.
And then he's won a Group 1 from an impossible spot with the race shape against, wide draw against at his third career start. I think he'll win. I think he'll win the Golden Rose. He'll win the Caulfield Guineas. He'll win them all.
Cox Plate.
Well, that's going to be his toughest test.
Yeah.
But yeah, why
Be
not?
nice.
Why
We're
not?
all there on the.
All there. I don't know how Treasure of the Moment and Via Sistina both get to Cox Plate Day unbeaten because I feel like they clash.
Yeah,
But one of us
unbeaten.
unbeaten.
Well, if
They
Nick,
could dead heat.
If
Dead
Nick
heat, dead
goes
heat.
unbeaten,
Imagine that.
if you go unbeaten, your ticket will be worth the most.
Oh, it'll be worth millions.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
That'd be good.
And you're death riding it already.
Yeah, trying to get popped straight away. So keep an eye on that. We'll be doing our rollovers now.
Yeah.
We're going to get on the rollover bandwagon.
We are.
Blake set them all up for us.
Yeah.
Thousands watching. Here comes Woodhead and Lloydy. We're going to do our rollovers.
Yeah, views was just
Wait till people see my analysis of a race. Which one is it? Where are we again? How many times you guys have to point out a horse to me? All right, so stride or slide. These are our Spring Carnival predictions brought to you by Betfair. Now, get on the Betfair app and give us a follow. Turn on notifications. We're running a free black book service through there. Plus, you'll get our lay of the days, which is huge. Punters have been flocking to it. We're putting more effort into it. And I just think it's a very, very easy way to sit there and go, bing, black book are running around today.
Yep.
Let's have a squeeze what the leg up's looking at. So I need stride, which is going to be a futures tip, and I'm going to need slide. So slide is like a horse that's currently at the top of a futures market that you think shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Lloyd, I'm going to start with you. Give us your stride, your futures tip.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit sort of left field, which is not unlike me. We're going to go to the Empire Rose on Derby Day at Flemington.
That's a good one.
Yeah, there's a mare called On Display for the Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr. team.
I've actually never heard of her.
Yeah,
so-
that's fine. That's fine. She
Nothing
a good
new for
one.
me.
well as a 3-year-old filly, so she ran in a Group 3 over the Adelaide Carnival and had absolutely no luck behind Zlotys, who goes pretty good. And then she backed up 7 days later and she won the Adelaide Guineas by a space. She was heavily backed. Two jump outs have been outstanding. And Racing.com had they've been asking trainers, if they're 5 horses to follow this spring.
Yeah.
On Display was number 2 on Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr.'s list. Charmstone number 1. She's a Group 1 winner. So I think this mare goes quite good. Good miler, big track at Flemington will suit. $26 worth an each way ticket.
That's good content on racing.com. I was having a look at them last night too.
Yeah, give
Just
the punters a
seeing
little bit of sort of
insight, intent. BJ,
This
You
is
got
my
one?
stride.
Yeah,
this is your stride.
Yeah,
your
yeah. So I'm
futures
going
bet.
to tip you guys into one at 100 to 1.
100 to 1.
100 to 1.
All right.
Land Legend in the Metropolitan.
Land Legend in the Metro. Okay.
Isn't it 26? It was 100 to
That's
1.
it, Lloydy. I doubled him up yesterday with Kovalika, so I'm on him at 100 to 1. Sorry, guys.
Kapakira.
Kapakiri.
Would have been a great burn if you got the horses.
Kapakiri.
You've been on fire last couple of days. Very good.
I have,
Great
thank
week.
you. Yeah, so I doubled him. But he was $26 yesterday.
Yeah.
That's gone off.
Has it?
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Oh.
He's $15, $11, so it's gone off a little bit, which is unfortunate. So let's go with $15 about this horse, Land Legend. He won the race third up last preparation.
Yep.
His time in the autumn was
Lackluster. But
below his best.
Yeah.
But he I don't know whether he was in the right races.
Yeah.
I don't think they
placed him well.
not that they didn't place him well, but they ran him in a very elegant stakes. He was not at his best in a Sky High, and then they ran him in Tancred Stakes. So he's a handicapper, this bloke.
Yeah.
and he's going to be a Metropolitan Caulfield Cup, Melbourne Cup horse. He ran third in a Caulfield Cup last preparation, but he won this race, third up last preparation. His first up run in just an open handicap was really good. He got back, hit the line, best last 6 for 200 metres of the meeting, which just says, I'm a spring horse and I'm back on track. $15, good price about him. You won't start that on the day.
No. Back to back.
I'll be quick because we're short on time, but my horse also has a bit of a forgetful autumn. I'm liking Buckaroo in the Caulfield Cup. Grand final, happy to take the $14. Currently fourth line in betting. Obviously nearly won it last year. I think it was 0.2 lengths off Via Sistina and huge run in the Melbourne Cup. I'm happy to take the 14s about it. Slide, you lay.
Yeah.
Who's your lay?
Yeah, well, I'm going to lay the horse that started close to favourite in the Melbourne Cup the last 2 years and still finds himself favourite again this year. Vauban in the Melbourne Cup, $11. I know he's had time to acclimatise. He stayed with Gay Bott, but gee whiz, give me a break.
He's a different horse these days, isn't he?
Nah, he's older and slower.
Isn't he?
Isn't
he?
No, one win.
He's definitely faster than he was before.
Oh, no doubt.
It's a slug.
But he hasn't looked close to winning one.
I'm going to say, I'll go to the Everest and I'll say Private Harry is too short in the market. Yep, he's unbeaten. Yep, he's a good horse. He's a last start Group 1 winner, but he did carry 53 kilos in the Galaxy. I don't particularly think that he was the best run in that race. I think Briasa was the best run in that race.
He beat Front Page and Uncommon James, didn't
Yes, and Front Page and Uncommon James both had to give him weight as well. So now he's got to come up to weight for age. $6.50. There's some horses below him that should be shorter than him in the market. Like I would prefer to have Briasa, Jolly Star. Like she's tried and tested.
Run of the race in it last year. Jolly Star.
Oh, she was. She was luckless.
Yes, don't remind me.
We might get
Luckless.
stuck into a bit of Everest next week.
Yeah.
A little bit early.
A little bit early, but
Did you have Gringotts up as your all-in the beginning of the week?
yeah, on the Punters HQ.
Yeah.
So 2 all-in tips put up there on Monday. So Gringotts, we took $7 about him, which is a good price at this point in time, whether or not he drifts or not. And Moira in the Caulfield Cup at $26. So she was a good run first up in the Lawrence.
If you haven't checked out Punters HQ, it's a space on our website where punters can go and compare bookie promos. They can see free tips during the week. They can see the rollover bet before its launch. And we should put our leaderboard up there too.
Yeah.
For all to see.
I like that. Absolutely. Our podcast is on there. So, yeah,
What is on? Did you know that? That's good.
I knew that.
Scroll down the bottom.
right down the bottom.
Right down the bottom. That's it, gents. Good start.
Did you do a slide?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vauban.
Vauban.
Vauban, yeah,
Easy
that's-
slide.
Oh, yeah. That's
Just slid it.
Slid it in there underneath the...
He's made that up as he's walked in. No, I'll slide Vauban. Thank you, punters. Good luck for the first Group 1 this weekend and enjoy responsibly.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.